Hey folks, BlackCross here. Welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus on the PlayStation 4. Today, like I've said in my previous vlog video, we're going to be playing through Shadow of Colossus again, but this time we're going to go through the Reminiscence mode of Shadow of Colossus. Because, if you've noticed, you see here, that we have ourselves a few number of things that we can do here. But obviously, some of these are only unlocked by doing certain things. And as per se of what to do, basically it means that we have to do a certain number of things throughout the game. And unfortunately they don't stack. So in other words, the fact that we defeated Shadow of Colossus on the hardest difficulty, it did not unlock some of the concept art for like normal mode and easy mode. So if you want me to do something like that on stream, I can. That's no problem. But easy mode is very easy. Like, very easy. As you can clearly see, defeated 7 Colossus in like 45 minutes. Guess I better go ahead and just get into the game so that way it doesn't do that. But, the main thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back into our hard mode version and defeat all of the Colossus in Reminiscence mode. And I saved it just before doing the 16th Colossus. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to beat all of the Reminiscence mode bosses. So, with that being said, let's go ahead. Aggro. Aggro. Come on. There we go. Okay. It's been about a week. So we're just playing the game just for the hell of it. Just playing the game and everything. And we're gonna kill all the Colossus again in Reminiscence mode. Just have a good old fun time again. Because, damn it, this game is too beautiful to give up. I am serious whenever I say that. This game is too beautiful to let go. Then again, I did try to complete Shadow of Colossus back on the PlayStation 3, so I mean, you know, doesn't bother me one bit. And keyword being try. And by try, I mean, didn't do the hard mode trials, but to a certain degree though, we will try our best to get where we're at. And try to beat the Colossus again. So hopefully we'll be able to do it with no problem. At least we didn't have that major problems in the last time I played Shadow of Colossus. In fact, really what surprised me was the fact that I beat the game in one-shot streaming. Which is why I decided to call it my one-shot playthrough. Because technically we beat the game in one playthrough. But what's funny, speaking of one-shot playthroughs, what's funny is that James, aka James, he knows that I want to do a one-shot playthrough of Dark Souls when it comes out. So basically, he was telling me, he was like, you might want to practice playing through Dark Souls on the PlayStation 3 before it comes out on the PlayStation 4. That way, you're prepared. I'm just looking at him and I'm like, I've got this. I've got this. Okay, you don't need to worry. I've got this. Let's see here. Okay, we can just do it anywhere. Okay. There's really no interactive mode or anything like that. It's just you go to it and then you do it. That stopped him in his tracks. No! Get back on there. He definitely did not like that. I can tell he did not like that. The double stab. He's like, did you have to stab me a second time? Yes, because you were getting up. You know what the problem is? I've got more stamina this time, making it easier for me to kill you. That actually worked out better than I thought. You can't stop me. You're almost dead. And goodbye. One Colossus down. 14 more to go. And the tentacles are coming now. I still remember the days of whenever the PlayStation 2, I was thinking to myself, I was like, is there a way to avoid that? Maybe it might unlock an alternate ending or something? Turns out there is no way. It's impossible. Even if you were fast enough to get across halfway through the globe, it probably still follow you, I bet. Just flat out follow you. Okay, next up, the second Colossus. What's going to be the hardest part is that I'm going to have to do all of the other stuff that I've done before in the PlayStation 3 version again for the PlayStation 4. So I grab the eagle, climb up this thing, and what's weird, ride a fish. I am still confused by that statement alone. Ride a fish. How do you ride a fish? Like, how do you ride a fish? It's like, I'm going to look up a video on that one. Come on. We're getting there. Come on, just keep going. Excuse me. Whew. Ugh. That one hit me hard right there. I guess I should go ahead and explain why I was kind of late for streaming today. The reason being is that we were visiting our folks today, and we were watching Despicable Me 3. I love the Despicable Me movies. Do not care much for Minions, on the other hand. Minions just wasn't that good. Then again, just the Minions are supposed to be meant for a running gag, but after a while you do get kinda bored of watching the Minions. They're only meant to be comic relief. If you make them the main icon of the movie, then it becomes redundant. So it's like, I'll stick with the regular Despicable Me, the Gru characters. I think everyone can agree that we like Gru. We like Gru. We do not care much for the Minions. But anyway, though, we watched the Despicable Me 3, and that was a fun movie. That was just a fun movie. It really was. Especially since me and Delmar can relate to that movie. But anyway, though, we watched it, but we stayed there a little bit longer than we normally did, you know? Normally we stay there for like a good 2 hours at least, maybe 3, depending on the situation. But for some reason, this time around, though, we stayed there a lot longer, so it was like, wow. We got here a lot later than needed to be. But we're here. Okay. That was easy. That's right, I gotta do that too. I forgot about that one. I'll do that one last. Heading to the head. Easy, no need to trip up there. Well, you just can't stop tripping over, can you? Could you please stop? I like to stab your head. Come on, one more stab. That's all you gotta deal with. One more stab. Just stay still. There now, that takes care of the head. Whoa! What are you, Olympic jumper or something? I mean, Wander, I get that your abilities outmatch the normal human condition. But still, to think you can jump that far, that's ridiculous. And that's 2 down. And just whenever I was about to face my horse, I die. That takes care of the second one now. Yep. On to the third one. So, how are you guys doing today? Right now, stream is kind of dead at the moment. Then again, I am kind of potentially late for the party. So it's like, everyone's like, oh, maybe he's not streaming today. No, I'm gonna try to stream. I mean, we're only doing the Reminiscence mode, so it's not like I'm gonna have to spend like a whole 5 or 6 hours of doing it. No, we're just doing like maybe 2 hours at most, depending on how long it takes me to beat the Reminiscence mode. I mean, the time trial mode is another thing, you know, it's like you have to beat the clock. Now, in this case, it's just, hey, you're just refighting the Colossus, so there's no time limit. So I'm not pressured to be like, oh, you gotta beat this Colossus in this amount of time. That's probably the good thing, is that you're not having to beat it before the time runs out. I think that's the best part. That you have a sense of control of the situation. And so instead of like having to rush to the area and everything like that, you're just basically fighting the Colossus again, just normally. I wish there was another game like Shadow of Colossus. The only problem is that the problem is that by trying to replicate Shadow of Colossus, you're kind of trying to replicate the mood that Shadow of Colossus had. You know, it's like, for any normal gamer, it's just, hey, you're fighting 16 giant bosses and everything like that. And for any major gamer, the story is in depth, you know, it's very mysterious. But for me, the bosses is just what takes everything, is the fact that it's so beautiful. Each Colossus is designed differently as to how you go about fighting it. And some people actually do like different creative ways. Like for this one right here, most people don't even bother trying to get him to smash that sword rock on the little podium thing to where it shatters that arm piece of his. Most people, what they do is that they sit on the edge of the sword as he pulls up, and when he pulls up, they jump and they somehow manage to angle themselves onto either the arm or the belly part of the Colossus. And that's how some people have been able to beat the time trial part of the third Colossus with ease. It's just by doing something like that. And I'm like, I wish I could do something like that, but I'm not that good. I get lucky. That's my thing. I get lucky. It's like if I was a pro gamer, I would be doing different stuff. Hey there, big guy. Oh, wow. You know what? We'll try it just for laughs. Well, that didn't work. think he should be far away now to where he can smash that podium now. Just for me, it makes it easier for him to, like, actually attempt to hit me. You're a little bit closer than you need to be. Okay, good. You're making distance to where you can make the swing happen. You know, you kind of miss. You need to be about maybe a foot closer to where I am at. Think you can do that? Maybe you can. You still miss. No, actually, you're quite on it. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try to get your... Well, I'm trying to, but he's not wanting to smash it. It's like, hey, smash this podium right here, okay? Just smash it. He still doesn't do it. Come on. Okay, I don't know how I managed that. That did not work. Okay, you know what? You're gonna need to make a little bit more distance. Like, a lot more distance. Let's get you all the way over here. Think you can do that? Think you can do that? Okay, just get over here. Now then, can you try to hit this target right here? Are you going to do it? Yes, you did it. Congratulations. You broke your arm. Now then, can you swing your arm this way? Come on. There we go. Stop moving your arm long enough for me to get to the top. Leave it him to start shaking his head. Oh, come the frick on. Oh gosh. I don't know how I managed to grab that. So could you please let me continue with the stabbing of the head? Like at least hold still long enough for me to do that. Can you do that? I mean, seriously. It's not that hard. I was fixing to do the stab. Where'd I go? I sometimes wonder how you manage this. Oh no, not again! Ay, 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 ay. Okay, seriously. What are you doing? You're supposed to slam, not stab. Slam. When are you going to get it through your thick fucking metal skull? I want you to slam. That is not a slam, that is a stab. When are you going to get it? There now, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Since we took care of the head, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we just gotta take care of that one arm, and then we can move on to the belly. Okay, that takes care of that. If we can somehow manage to climb back up to his back, to where that way we can just drop down, I think we're okay. I will never know how I manage that. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. The moments I do get lucky, it just happens. Yeah, the third Colossus in the time trial is going to be sucky. Because I'm pretty sure the record time for that one is like 3 minutes at most. It's just that one's going to be hard whenever I get to it. Next up, we do the fourth one. So where's aggro at? I don't even see... Oh, there you are. Okay, I see you. Also, I do apologize if I'm a little bit quiet at some parts, but I do feel a little bit weary at times. So it's like, I'm at points where I'm like, must stay awake, must stay awake. But it's like, I honestly just want to do a little bit more of everything if I can. I mean, in all honesty, I should try to get some more sleep, but sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you just you just want to keep going. It's like you want to keep going. Oh, I never noticed that. I mean, it makes sense, but I never noticed that gate, actually. Or at least I don't think I've ever noticed. One thing's for certain, whenever I finally do decide to do the gold coin thing or whatever, which really, the fact is, there's no point in doing it. But it is an interesting fact to find it, you know. It's like one of those fascinating things, and just, oh, this is a thing. Okay, cool. And it is a cool thing, you know. It is a cool fascination thing to add on to the game and everything. But it's like, you know, when you finally get to the point of like, oh, you get them all and you see the reward, you're like, it'd be nice if they did something different. Because, like, you get other stuff, you know, you get a harpoon, you get another sword that does more damage, you have a cloak and mask that either give you more stamina restoration or heals your HP faster. So it's like one of those, okay, well, it's nice to see that extra item, but I've got better stuff that I can wear. to overcompensate the flaw of it. I mean, yes, I admit, it is asking much to add one more Colossus. But at least do something like that, you know? Add one of the deleted Colossus. It's a nice thing to have. Really, it is. Is it much? Yes. Is it worth it? To a lot of people, it would be. Just to get 79 golden coins to fight a secret boss, I think people would be like, yes, I would do that. And I would too. I would so do it if there was an extra secret boss. But there isn't, sadly. So it's like, oh, there is no secret boss. Well, that makes it practically worthless to me, I suppose. I know some people are like, it's not worthless. It pretty is. Yeah, he's mad now. I made him angry. Well, didn't mean to go that far. We're gonna be waiting for a while, though. Okay. The fact that I was able to get on there that easy surprises me. That was quick. Now for the other side. There we go. And that's the fourth one. Actually, that would be an interesting drinking game. But at the same time, that would not be very good. It's like, take a shot for every Colossus you kill in Reminiscence mode. 15 shots later. Oh dear God, this was a terrible idea. I don't know, it all depends. I mean, I don't do drinking games that much anyway. But that would be pretty interesting to do. That would be interesting. Come on. We got another Colossus we gotta get to. Come on. Get moving. There we go. It's like it wasn't moving for some reason. It's like, aggro. Keep moving. Okay, there we go. We're finally getting out of here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's, this should be interesting. It's like, beat all of the Reminiscence mode Colossus before you pass out. That's the game. That's what we're doing. It's like we're defeating all the Colossus in Reminiscence mode before I pass out. And if I pass out before I kill the 15 Colossus, then I lose. If I manage to do it, I win. What's my prize? I finally go to sleep. Nah, that's a dumb idea. That's terrible, BlackCross. What are you thinking? I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking. I'm just trying to create conversation that doesn't exist. The conversation's in my mind. Aggro, where are you going? No, that's my conversation. I'm talking to a horse. That hurt. Boy. Now comes the long, tedious part. Me swimming to the boss. Finally, I got to it. Yes, begin. Oh, boy. Let me adjust something real quickly. This mic, for some reason, has a very bad habit of sinking downward. And I tried tightening it as best as I can, but at the same time, I'd like to have it a little bit loose, to where that way I'm able to adjust it freely anytime I want to. But sometimes it tends to sink lower and lower and lower. Or maybe it's just me pushing at it all the time whenever I'm getting a drink. I mean, I've got a 15-foot cable attached to this mic, so I can easily put the mic over here instead. That way it's not in the way. But I don't. Here he comes. Honestly, the wing part is the hard part about this guy. It's like he wants to flap any random moment in time. And then he does the loop-de-loops. That takes care of that wing. I always like to do the tail last because it's the easiest part. Here he comes again with the loop-de-loops. Here he goes again, flapping. Okay, time to go for the easy part. Like I said, the easy part. I wish there was another game like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be giant colossi creatures. Okay? It doesn't even have to be like that. I just want another game where all there is nothing but bosses. And I know a lot of people are like, well, isn't Dark Souls like that? Well, yes, but no at the same time. Dark Souls is a hard-hitting game that has obstacles on the way to bosses. If there was a way to mod the game to where there was no enemies, but there was only bosses, that would be the different story. I would love that. I would love to have the ability to mod the game to where there were no enemies, but they were just bosses. Because then you're just doing a boss rush mode. I would love that. What I would. It'd be really nice. In fact, that was actually one of the things that I was hoping for Dark Souls Remaster. But I know for a fact it's not going to happen. You know, as much as it would be nice to have different mods, like the randomizer run. You know, I watched it, Fighting Cowboy do a randomizer run for Dark Souls 1. And that was actually pretty fun to watch. And it would be even better on like Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Where you have more armor and more weapons and more different items. But the problem is I don't see Dark Souls 1 having mod capability when it comes out. I sincerely doubt it. I mean, honestly, that would be the nice feature. What it would. It'd be a very nice feature to have. It's one of those things where it's like, would it be nice if they added this mod or something different and stuff? And it's nice to think of that stuff. It is. Because in the olden days of gaming, and I can't believe I'm actually saying it that way, but in the olden days of gaming, there was certain cheat codes that you could implement. And those cheat codes are more or less within the Game Shark. Which, if you don't know what a Game Shark is, it's basically a disc with different codings that allows you to do game-breaking stuff. Like, for example, actually a perfect example, really. In Kingdom Hearts 2, years of doing this all the time, actually, trying to be able to play the game as dual-wielding Roxas the entire time. As nice of a feature as that is, it's actually a lot more difficult than you think. In fact, scratch the part about it being difficult. There are certain conditions that prevents you from even doing something like that. Like, it would be very nice if you could do something like that. You know, it would be. But the problem lies with the fact that the game is coded to prevent something like that from happening. For example, anytime you try to use magic, Roxas will just stand in a T formation. Anytime you try to press the reaction command, Roxas will be in a T stand formation. Anytime you fight a boss that Roxas cannot fight because of the fact that you're in an area that doesn't work well with Roxas, for example, Space Paranoid probably, or even worse, Pride Lands, he'll just stay in a T stance the entire time. He won't be fighting at all. So I tried to make it work to where I could play as Roxas, and it didn't work very well. What it didn't work. Especially if you got to the part where you fought against the Throne Nobody. The only nobody boss that we've ever known. So it's like, oh, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have this ability to just fight this guy as dual-wielding Roxas? Yeah, it'd be very nice. But the problem is that, unfortunately for the game, it's not coded to handle something like that. It's just not. And so you're just sitting there in hopes that you could code the game to make it work. And you just can't. I've learned it the hard way that sometimes you just can't get everything you want. On the other hand, within certain conditions of the game, you can code it to where you can have everything in the game. My favorite part to do it in is just get everything. You know, have every item. You know, have every item, have 99 of everything. And I love doing stuff like that, because that means I'm already OP at the start of the game. You know, I've got the best armor, I've got the best weapon, I've got the best stats, because some items, for example, stat boots, allows you to boost your attack, defense, so on and so forth. So it's like, holy shit, I can't be touched. And even if I do, I'm only going to get just a light scratch. And I remember doing this for one game. And I only did this because the grinding part of the game was so outlandishly long that it seemed impossible to do. And to an extent, it still is kind of impossible to do anyway. But for those that don't know, SotC Shadow King, or SotC Shadow King, I don't remember how it's pronounced. But despite the title alone, the game is pretty fun to play, and it actually has an interesting story to talk about. When you have the ability to progress further, that is. I kid you not. The grinding in that game is actually kind of ridiculous. It is flat out boring. So, ultimately what I ended up doing was that one day I decided that I was going to play through SotC Shadow King for the story. And so I was going to use the Game Shark to give me 99, forgot what the type of nut is, but there are like certain nuts that basically increase your attack, increase your defense, increase your HP, and I think that's about it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that was all of the extra add-on that I could get. You know, because basically all I was wanting was to be extra strong to where I could do a lot of damage to a single opponent, basically one-shotting enemy easily. But then, dadgum, I'm getting myself turned around really badly. Dadgum, come on already. But anyway, as I was saying, before I got interrupted, basically, I had max attack almost, I had max defense almost, and I had a pretty good lot of HP because of those nuts. And so basically I just played through the entire story, and the story is actually really good. Like I said, if I was a game designer, I would have had it to where the enemies gave off a little bit more experience. Not too much record, but enough to where they would give you some form of advantage. I am way off course, actually. Now that I look at it, I am way off course. But I actually do want to play through that game again, but this time play it for what it is. But the problem is, like I said, grinding would be forever. But I guess that's the point of the game, is just to... Because RPGs have the mechanic to make the game longer. But to do that, you need to like grind for hours on end. And that's not a bad thing. It's not. It's just depending on the enemy placement and depending on what all you receive. You have to give off that surprise factor every once in a while to give it a little bit more of a suspense. Here we go. I'm going the right direction now. Plus, my brother has been begging to want to play that again. I don't know if we've got a copy of it, actually. I want to say we do. I mean, I don't have it on my shelf. But I think Daniel has it on his shelf. I don't remember if we have a copy of it. I want to ask Delmar about it. Actually, you know, let me know in the comments if you want to see me and Delmar do more Let's Plays together. Because I enjoy playing games along with Delmar, you know. Record, we can't do it a lot with Delmar and pals and stuff like that. Oh, wait a second. I see fruit. Knew I saw fruit. I don't think there's nothing in this tree, is there? You can climb up here and see what there is. But there's probably no fruit. I didn't see any, so... Oh, well, might as well move on. Wait. Wait a second. Did not even see you there? Gonna take my chances on that one. How much more do I got left? Okay, not too much longer. But, just to kind of give you a hint, after Burst by Sleep, and then after Dream Drop Distance, me and Delmar are planning on doing another Let's Play together. But, I do want to change things up for that particular Let's Play series, because me and Delmar are kind of switching things up back and forth, I've noticed. And I think, and Delmar can agree with this one whenever I say this. The problem is that we only record twice a week in one day. In all honesty, as nice as that is, we can't keep doing it all the time. Eventually we do need to kind of like... I'm going to check the other side real quickly, just because I want to. Getting distracted really badly. Like, really badly, actually. Okay. I'm sure someone's going to argue in the comments saying, there was a gold coin there. Guarantee you someone's going to argue about it. It's like, hey, there's a gold coin back there. You should have gotten it. Again, I get sidetracked a lot. But, I'm thinking about changing things up on that playthrough. And by changing up, I mean, like, obviously, in that playthrough, in the playthrough that we will do, is that we'll go from where we do our 2 30-minute playthroughs to the 1 playthrough. Okay, there's the Colossus, so why is that door closed? That's just weird. Whatever. Anyway. I'm getting sidetracked really badly right now. I do apologize. But, what I'm trying to say is that we're going to change it up to where we do one hour video recording. And then, once a week, we will upload it. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't like that, but that's kind of what we're going to do. But that's the plan, and I don't think we're going to do it on the Dream Drop Distance playthrough, but we will do it on the next playthrough that me and Delmar are going to do together. I got it. I'm actually surprised that I got onto his beard. I don't know how I did it. Come on, get onto his back. Oh, come on. I'm going to fall here in just a little bit. Turn around, big guy. Let's go ahead and take care of his big hand while we're at it. Okay, now that we got the hand out of the way, now all we gotta do is try to get on his back. How the hell did I manage this? That last part right there, I was like, how did I manage that? I'm just floating up there. Gosh. Okay, that takes care of that Colossus now. On to the next one. I think that's our 5th Colossus now. So we're heading to Colossus number 6. Which is what again? Okay, so let's see here. Well, if we wanted to, which we probably could, we could probably take care of the other Colossus that we've got down here, because technically we've got... Oh boy, there goes my legs. Oh, they need to stretch. We got 2 down here that we can take care of real quickly. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Colossus up top to take care of. So that's what we'll do. There you are, aggro. We'll just go ahead and take care of the 2 Colossus that's down here. And then we'll worry about the top parts. Wait, what? I think I see it. Yeah, I see. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. They have twisters. That's weird. Okay. Aggro, there you are. I was wondering, I was like, where'd you go? Finally got that. Got that. Okay, got them. Now he should be getting ready to land in about a minute. Is he moving slow? What the hell? Aggro, get back over here. Aggro! Get on the horse. Just gonna do the loop-de-loops, come on. Loop-de-loop. Don't close that flap yet. Oh, come on. Oh, there you are. Ouch. Whoa! Didn't think it hit its mark. It was worth a shot, though. Okay, come on now. There we go. Aggro! Okay, there we go. It's got one more. At least let me stab this one. No! Come on! Thank you, Aggro, for showing up when you did. come on. That was perfect. Okay. Whoa. How about you just calm down? Okay, just calm down. One more. Okay. That one took a little bit longer than needed to be. I am actually on the verge of, like, passing out on you guys, and I really don't want to do that. Especially since we're already almost halfway. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Come on, don't get turned around. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're already at the halfway. So I don't want to end the video unless I beat one more. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to beat one more Colossus, and then I'm going to end the recording today because I'm about to pass out on you guys. And I really don't mean to do that, but it's bad enough that I didn't really get that much sleep today. Like, I really didn't get that much sleep. Probably slept for like 2 hours. And that's it. Why is aggro going so slow all of a sudden? come on, go the way I want you to go, aggro. Don't keep turning around on me. It's like you know where we're going. So go the direction I want you to go. Here we go. Aggro's finally going the way we need to go. It's like, yay, he's finally going the way I want him to. It's like, fine, we'll go back to the places you want to go. Jeez. It's like, at least the most you can do is at least give me a piece of apple. That's all I ask. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And here we go. One more Colossus, guys. Then I'm going to call it a day. Ouch. Where'd he go? Get your scaly ass back up here. This is gonna hurt. But that's fine. I hope you're done shooting your little gas treatment stuff. Because I'm going to shoot you back. Time to retreat. Oh crap. He's gonna be shooting this way any minute. Come on, let me stab you long enough to do this. Okay. Good. Beat you. Whew, Nelly. That one was a little bit rough. Not gonna lie, that was actually a little bit rough for me. So now that we took care of that one, let's go ahead to manual save. Yeah. sorry. Okay. And save one more time. It's just... I know I've already saved, but it's just... I want to be more precautious to make certain that I do have it saved. And that way we don't have to worry about going back through and fighting them again. Let's see, will it let me... I don't think it will. Nope. Okay. And then we'll take a look at our new concept art that we've got. That's nice right there. That's a nice one right there. The background art is very nice, but I like to actually take a look at this stuff. Oh, comparison art. From like the original and then to the remake. I like that. Okay. We still have a long way to go, but either way though, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream tonight. But next week we will try to finish up the Reminiscence mode. I do want to keep playing this for as much as I can, and whenever I have the chance. So, at any rate though, I'm going to go on to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel to see what videos you might miss, or any videos that I will be making in the future. And be sure to check out Twitter and Facebook to be in the know as to when I am streaming. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is BlackCross signing off. Take care, guys.